I shouldn't have started the dryer before the show. Hi, everyone. GameHounds podcast. We are here. It is looking slightly different. We've got Mr. Maynard right there.
Hello.
Actually, I think he's right there because I'm mirrored.
Yeah. Wait, that way.
Yes, that way. Yeah, where everything's mirrored on here. So Nick is not here because he got married in theory, got married yesterday.
Oh, Lord.
I have yet to see pics. He was on the phone. This is the morning after he got married, and he's freaking on Discord. In the Discord chat right now. I am not sure what the hell is going on with him, but that's what's happening. And I am not okay with that, Nick. If you're on and you're watching, I am not okay with the fact that you are on Discord the morning after you got married. You need to re-examine your priorities, son.
You've got other problems you need to deal with, sir.
By the way, everyone who sent a part of the audio greeting for Nick, thank you. Nick, if you haven't checked yet, just ignore everything I just said. But if you were interested, please go to the Discord and see if you want to leave some messages for someone, and so we can always add to it. So you're here. I am going to turn down my headset just a wee bit here. So I was thinking of actually playing a game this morning and doing it early because I kind of wanted to go to Santa Cruz for the day, since it's a 3-day weekend. I don't know if it's a 3-day weekend for you.
No, it kind of, but I'll be working on Monday. I don't care. It's you Californians just like to go out and have a good time.
Well, yeah, that too. But also, it is a federal holiday, so it's not just Californians. All the kids at school. Well, I mean, everybody's off in the government now, so it's.
Well, speaking of,
and they're shut down. If you have a job yet, still, it's a 3-day holiday in theory. But yeah, it's a Columbus/Indigenous Peoples Day. So I'm having an early morning meeting, but I'm not actually, that's all I'm doing. I'm running a meeting. Everybody's Zooming in. They're all Zooming in from home. The office is closed. It's just like we're just doing the meeting and then done.
I just got back from a business trip. I was over in, where was I? I was in Indianapolis and just drove back Friday morning. And visited a friend of mine and came home, and now I'm home for the week, and Friday I take off for another trip for fun. She's doing something. As we see here, the Edie is sitting.
All right, you can hear me now.
Mm-hmm.
You can? All right.
No, I can't.
Yeah, so you can. You could. For some reason, my browser is losing connection to my mic, and I don't know why. It's for the first time in a long time I've been using the good mic with the Scarlett, and I don't know why it's doing that, but it's very, very annoying. So I may have to periodically unplug and plug again. So.
Okay. Well, if it happens, I'll just.
My cheap headsets work great.
Oh, same here. $20 condenser microphone, $15 pair of headphones, and a USB DAC for $20.
Yeah. That's just kind of the nature of it. I'm really not quite sure why it keeps losing connection, but I will at some point figure it out. It wasn't work. Had no problem for a very long time, and then all of a sudden it started to have problems, and I stopped using this thing. But it's the only thing I had in my apartment. So, I have not really done much research on stories. I had a couple of stories, but then I forgot what they were. I just made notes and was like, okay, I'll talk about it when Nick gets back. Well, first off, let's start the show.
Yeah.
That would be good. Especially
call.
Since, in theory, this is going to be a podcast on audio, because I hate not doing it. I'm a little concerned that there is nobody in the chat room.
Yeah.
including our good friend and link bitch, AC Race. So I'm going to go into Discord and find out what the hell's going on here. All right. Okay. We are live.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone not seeing us? Question mark.
Good question.
Because nobody in chat. Okay. Yay, we love doing stuff on the fly and with very little preparation and time. I was actually just going to play games today, just do a little bit of gameplay and just,
What are you thinking about?
Well, I was putting it out to like the people, and there was a thought. Why am I not seeing StreamYard again? Okay, there we go. I was actually thinking of doing I was going to play some Hell Is Us because Nick has said it's really, really fantastic. Oh, there was a private chat. Okay, good too. Nick was saying, oh, it's really, 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 really good. But then I went on and said I was going to do it. And then everybody was like, Nick got on and said, you should play Elden Ring. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. I don't want to play Elden Ring, dude. I really don't want to play Elden Ring. But, that's what people want to see is me screaming and yelling. Not seeing anything on YouTube or Facebook.
Wow. Is my presence just kills everybody?
Apparently. It says I'm live. It says we're on YouTube, view on YouTube.
Oh, Corey's coming in here. He's
continue to YouTube.
Corey.
No, I'm seeing it on YouTube. I'm literally looking at YouTube seeing it. Yeah. So yeah, there we go. Finally, someone is coming. I don't know what is going on today.
It's just a weird day for all this shenanigans. Yeah. Should we let them know what happened earlier?
What happened earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, so the first time in a long time I have plugged in this thing and this thing instead of using my relatively cheap headset. Because I left the relatively cheap headset at the boyfriend's house. I'm at my apartment. And could not figure out why I couldn't hear Maynard. He could hear me. Mm-hmm. I could hear myself, but I couldn't hear him. And I was thinking it's got to be his settings. We're going through his settings. He's changing everything. It's like, it's got to be your settings, dude. So finally, we got onto our iPhones. Actually, you're on your Android. I was on my iPhone. And we could hear each other fine. So I realized, okay, there's something wrong with my output. So I had to go into Windows sound settings. Windows sound settings randomly decided to change the spatial sound to Dolby Atmos for headphones. Don't know why, no clue, but decided to make spatial sound Dolby Atmos for Windows, which of course made everything not work. I could hear myself, couldn't hear anything from anywhere. Like nothing that played music actually went through my headset. And that's when I realized, okay, so I switched it over, everything works fine. And it all came down to a stupid random setting that Microsoft decided that it was important for me to have, and that broke everything.
Thanks, Microsoft. Thank you. Thank you, Microsoft.
Thanks, Bill Gates, you fucker. Not like Jobs was any better, but But everybody loves Woz. Wozniak was good.
Woz is good.
Yeah, Woz is. All right, so hey, Wallace. Okay, he's on Twitch and you can see it. I was just on YouTube and it was on YouTube, at least according to StreamYard. It's on YouTube. So, well, let's start the actual show thing, the actual music, and then we can actually do the actual have a recording to put onto the audio. Yeah. So you guys can hear the last 9 minutes that you missed. All right, starting now.
This podcast discusses video games, pop culture, and technology, and these podcasters have big, fat potty mouths. If you're younger than 18 or are easily offended, please stop this podcast now. Oh, and your mom said to take out the trash and do your homework.
Hello and welcome to GameHounds. GameHounds episode, what episode is it? It is 796. We are recording this on Sunday, October 12th, 2025, the day after Nick becomes a Mr. Nick instead of just an old, single, sad, decrepit 40-year-old man who can't get a wife. Well, he now has a wife. So congratulations, Nick. We're very happy. I was thinking of you all day yesterday. But with me today is Mr. Maynard, filling in for Nick since Nick is out for the month of October for his nuptials. He's staying at a fantastic house. I should see if I can pull this up. I don't know.
Yeah. I'd like to see this.
It's, oh my God, that house where he is staying is insane. It's on my phone. I don't know how. See, I know how I can send it to myself. But yeah, he sent photos to both me and to Chaos, and the place is just off the freaking hook. Let me send this, send that. Need to download this and this and this. It's all the same place. He hasn't actually taken a photo of inside the house, but the pool area. Yes, there's that pool area. It's beyond. All right, and mailing these to myself. And I'm going to, come on, give me photos. There we go. Photo. No, that's not it. Photo. Where's more photos? Done. I'm saving those, sending those, and then sorry, it's taking a bit of time to send stuff because my world sucks.
Yeah.
So, what are you playing?
What have I been playing?
You play very different games of both Nick and me. You play and you're about to go to a retro gaming convention. What is this convention?
Yes. Well, first off, I'm more old school now. I mean, I still play a lot of the new stuff, but more old school games. I mean, if you can just look right behind me, I mean, that gives you kind of a sign of all the old games that I have in my collection. As I'm panning my camera and showing you more
God. Look
and
at
more,
all of that.
all the way over, so you just start to see the second screen. But no, collecting is kind of the big thing nowadays that I do, and I always enjoy. I kind of see this more as preservation, and I do deep dives and everything into video games and such of the past. But what have I been playing recently? Clover Pit.
What's Clover Pit? He says
it is a roguelite slot machine game.
So not a slot machine.
Yeah, let's go gambling. You don't want to go gambling?
No.
So
I don't want to gamble. I want to do it for real.
From what it looks like, it's like you're in first person view. You're stuck in this room. You're going to be killed, and so the only way to get out of it is to play the slot machine, to get coins back and work with items that you can get that do manipulations and such of all the gambling that you do, and just this one slot machine, and it gets ridiculous. If you've played games like Balatro, number go up, go burr. That's basically what it is. Just with a slot machine.
Oh, that's insane. All right. So we've got. Come on, just open the freaking attachments, you stupid fuck. Sorry.
No. Tell us how you really feel, Edie. No, so while you're working on that, so yeah, I'm going to a convention next week. I am going to go check out. It is the largest retro game convention in the United States. It's in Portland, Oregon, the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. I'm actually really excited to go. I've been to it before back in 2018. This year, from what I've heard from a lot of my friends who go, especially my good friend John Riggs, big YouTube celebrity, the place, they take over the Oregon Convention Center. And it used to be they took about a third to about a half of it when I was there for the first time. Now they take over the whole thing. So this whole convention is opened up. First day, the arcade's open. They have competitions. This is where the World Tetris Championships happen. A whole bunch of other competitions like Mario Kart Double Dash, all the old school games that like I love. But what's really neat as well too is that the sales floor opens on Saturday and Sunday, and then at the same time you get to meet a whole bunch of guests. This year's very exciting for me because I'll be hopefully getting to meet David Hayter and Debbie May and Paul Eating, all from Metal Gear Solid.
Nice.
So that'll be a good time. Charles Martinet is supposed to be there too, the original voice of Mario, and a lot of people in the retro gaming community who are on YouTube and who do pretty much everything. So it's a big nerd weekend basically.
Cool. And where is it happening again?
Portland, Oregon.
So that's quite a trip for you because you're in, I want to say Missouri?
I'm in St. Louis. I'm on the Metro East side. I'm on the Illinois side. So, hey, I'll tell you this, though. So, I guarantee you, not a lot of people know what I do. And you're probably wondering, what do you do now, Maynard? I mean, where the hell have you been?
What do you do?
I work in logistics. I'm a logistics analyst now. And so with the company that I work for, I work in the trucking industry. So now I work from the Indiana-Ohio borderline all the way to West Coast. So I've been traveling the country for the last 2.5 years.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
So like 2 times a month. So I've gotten to explore. I've been up to the Pacific Northwest. I've been down in Southern California. I've been in up in the mountains in Salt Lake City and Denver. I'm supposed to go to Chicago next month. I've been in the plains. I've been everywhere in between, all from the Indiana-Ohio borderline all the way to West Coast. So it's pretty neat. I mean, the company pays for everything, and we get to keep the points. So this was the advantage why I'm going to Portland. Hotel room and my airfare are already covered. The only thing I had to spend was $12.
Wow, that's not bad.
No
complaints there.
No, none. Did you get those photos?
I did. All right.
Sorry, everybody. She's still trying to work with this microphone setup.
And,
oh, you're back.
All of a sudden, it's opening up in different files because Microsoft is a dick. You share them now, so I'm gonna have to unshare, share, unshare. So this is the place where Nick is staying. Yeah,
wow.
That's the place where Nick is staying. It is.
Oh my!
It is insane. This place. Let me go back to the next photo because I have to pick each one up individually. By sharing the screen, different screens because it's not opening them up in individual screens. And there we go.
Where exactly
it is in the. I believe he's in Healdsburg. He's in the wine country, so maybe Calistoga, somewhere in the wine country.
Oh my!
Yeah, and then he sent a couple of days ago a bunch of photos from the evening because we had it. Fall has fallen here hard. It went from being blazing summer to instantly fall. And we're actually we had some rain last week. We're definitely going to get some rain next week for the first time. And this is one of the earliest years we've ever gotten rain. So hopefully that won't be raining when I'm up there. Let's see if I can actually show you. Now I have to pull this up on my, let's say standby.
Standing by.
Yeah, yeah. This is the downside of Microsoft. Is it just really, really, really hates to give you what you want. All right, and now I can go here and actually add this to the stage. Yeah, this is a night
Oh,
scene
wow.
of that same pool area.
Is he
Yeah.
like it? Is he in a freaking movie?
He's in a freaking movie right now. Look at that thing.
Wow.
Yeah, that just was on his phone. He just took that photo on his phone. So he's in a gorgeous place. And I love the way that he decided to get married. He decided to get married rather than, rent a caterer and rent a place and do one day and then run off to their honeymoon. They decided to take the month of October off. They got married on the 10th. With its just small family, friends, and I'm sure they probably had that catered at the house, but it was just like a little small, or maybe a private chef that did dinner or something. And then every weekend they have new groups of friends that are coming up for the weekend, for a whole weekend of just like either wine tasting or balloon rides or gaming or whatever. So it's different groups of friends all coming up. So I'm going to be up there on Halloween.
Oh.
And yeah, we're going to do balloon ride. We're going to go gaming. We're going to do wine tasting. I don't know what the other groups are doing, but I'm happy with what I'm up there with him.
Just going to be sitting there with swishing that wine going,
absolutely.
Yes.
Oh God, I am going to start drinking when I get there and stop drinking before about 6 hours before I leave. It's going to be a good weekend. It's just going to be me, and the boyfriend is staying home with the dad and the daughter, and because he can't be up there for a whole weekend, and so it's going to be me and I some other friends. I don't know what friends are coming up, so I'll be meeting some new people, which should be fun. But it's going to be a great time.
That sounds like a good time.
So, what have I been playing? I have been playing, Be My Horde, mostly because I've been staying in this house. So, have you followed the saga of the television? Anybody want to actually, I'm here. Didn't work. Wallace, are you still having issues? Because I'm seeing that you're still having issues with Twitch. I don't know. But anyway, I'm actually in my apartment, and the TV that the gigantic TV that everybody says I should be absolutely thrilled for, the 70-inch television that is as big as the entire wall that I have to put it on.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it's here.
Oh.
I'm not.
Yeah. No? Well,
but I can show you the infamous TV.
Let me see this.
This is going to be challenging because I have to unplug the TV, unplug the thing here, and then I've got to pick up my stuff and hopefully move stuff. All right, we're good. We're going. We're good. This is good. We're mobile.
We're rolling.
So this is the do not drop the baby. All right. That's the wall where it's supposed to go right there.
Okay.
Why is it not? Oh,
no.
I know why. Stand by.
You got to change that setting.
I have a blur for some reason. No, not the avatar. Camera effects. Come on. Virtual background settings, none. There we go. All right. So this is the wall.
Okay.
Right there. See, that's the wall. Now I can't put anything over there because I've got a fireplace there. So this is the size of the wall that the TV needs to go. That's the TV.
The new TV or the old TV?
This is the new TV.
That is
going on that wall. Do you see the problem?
I see. Yeah.
Nick, if you are watching, do you see the problem?
Damn it, Nick.
That is TV, and that is the wall. You can see, and it fits like literally. I'm actually not even sure it fits at this point. So it's going to be a real freaking challenge for me. Because I don't like giant TVs.
You
I
know,
know.
I
Crazy.
will.
Don't like giant TVs.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that because here's the funny thing: when men get into a competition, oh, I've got a bigger TV. Oh, well, I've got a bigger TV. I've got a 55-inch TCL, 55-inch 4K. Been
That
happy
would
with
be
it for
fine.
7 years. Perfect.
Absolutely fine.
So don't feel bad that you got this. How big is it? 70 inches.
70.
My brother has a bigger one.
Ugh.
He has an
Now, Chris has a
8.
bigger one too, but that's why I have the 70s. He got a 75.
My brother has an 85.
No. Well, I mean, if you have a monstrous wall, a gigantic room where it doesn't become the thing that is
He does.
dominating the whole room.
But let me explain this to you because he's got a whole like furnished downstairs basement and everything. But what's crazy is that how he got it down there, I don't know how, because when you go downstairs at his house, you have to do a little L turn to get inside. And I've seen how big this TV is, and I'm like, bro, how did you get this in here?
Yeah.
Like, this thing is 85 inches. How did you
Yeah.
take that turn? No, don't get me wrong. The picture's beautiful. It's like,
Right.
and he's even told me, he's like,
It
you got to bring
requires
something over to
free
play.
moving. Yeah, if you have to have a TV, if you have a TV that is so big that you have to build the wall, to build the room around the TV,
You got a
that's
problem. That's a problem.
Yeah.
If
And
if
as
you're
it
good,
is, the reason why this TV, another reason why I freaking hate this TV, another reason why this TV here is sitting on the ground
Mhm.
and the stand is sitting there waiting for it. It's too heavy to pick up.
I figured even at 70 inches, it's probably like 100 pounds.
Oh, 100
It's-
pounds is easy. I could.
It's
bench press
awkwardly
100 pounds.
it's awkwardly
It's
shaped.
way more than 100 pounds.
It's a two-man
it's a
job.
4K, but it's one like previous gen 4K, so it's super heavy.
Oh,
It definitely requires two people. And the fact that if it was a compact TV of that weight, I could probably just, brute force it. But when you're talking about 70 inches, that you can't get your arms around it in any direction.
so here's the best advice. If
Yeah.
you're ever going to go anything bigger than 55 or 60-inch TV,
Mm-hmm.
get a projector. Invest into a projector.
I probably should have, but this was a free TV.
It's free.
Free OLED. I'm not gonna turn it
Yeah,
down.
even better, it's an OLED. So you're,
If it was a 4K, I'd be like, yeah, no, just put it on me.
yeah, yeah. Well, if it was just a standard LCD, I'd be like, yeah, it's OLED. Damn
Now,
it!
when it comes to giant things that I am happy that I spent probably more money than I wanted to, this is my big find. So I have been looking for a bed. I have been
Oh.
looking for a bed because I really don't want to move my bed from the old place to the new place. First off, it's an old IKEA bed. Great bed. Had it for decades. It's fine. But I kind of want a fresh start. When you talk about fresh starts for a formerly married person, one of the biggest fresh starts is your bed.
Yes.
So I kind of realized, I kind of don't want to move the bed over. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to get a bed. I'm going to get a bed that I like. I'm going to try to get something that I'm going to be with for the rest of however many years I have left. And so I was looking for new, and typical. Every time I look at something, it's like, oh, wow, I like that one. That one's nice. It's $6,000. It's like, fuck, no, it's not. It's not that. I don't have $6,000.
Did you just see my face go, huh?
Yeah. So there was one bedroom set that I found that is like, ooh, I really like those. And of all things, it's Tommy Bahama.
Oh.
But it was a gorgeous bedroom set. It was, to get a dresser, the bed, and 2 nightstands was around $11,000.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like never in a million years.
Oh my god.
I'm watching Craigslist. It's like, all right, I'm just waiting for the right bed. When the right bed comes up, and the right bed did come up. It was a gorgeous bed that somebody had for $1,000, and I was like, that's a little too much. And then all of a sudden, it went from $1,000, line through it, free on curb.
Yoink.
Except he did that at in the middle of the middle of a work day, and he's like, pick it up. It's free if you can pick it up before the salvage guys get here. And I'm like, why didn't you do that yesterday when it was a weekend? No. So I texted him like, hey, when you get home, if it's still there, I will give you $200 for you to pull it back in, and I will come pick it up. It was gone by the time. It's like, God damn it. So I'm still watching. All of a sudden, somebody puts up Tommy Bahama bedroom set. Brand new, owned less than a couple of years. We're redecorating in Marin, which is where...
That's the money.
And they're like, it was in our guest room, $3,000.
Ooh.
And I'm like, that's still a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'm like, I could probably do two.
3,000.
A lot of money, but it also
11,000.
Yeah, it's like $11,000 for $2,000. I'm like, all right. So I'm like, waited a couple of days. I said, would you take $1,500 for it? And they're like, couldn't go less than $2,000. I'm like, okay. So I got it.
All right.
So this is my $11,000 bedroom set. I haven't put it together again. There's my...
Okay, I see the design. That's actually kind of nice.
Yeah. There's this, which is the end board.
The end board.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's leaning up against the cabinet, but there's the dresser.
It's a
beast. It's an absolute monster.
Pretty.
And then I didn't realize this, but the nightstands are really big. I don't know that I can use them in nightstands in this bedroom because it, again, would dominate the room. So I put them in the guest room. And then the two nightstands.
Oh, wow. Yeah, those look like they're about...
really nice.
They're
and
like...
I did double check the price, and it is $11,000 for all that. The bed is $6,000. Let's see. Yeah, the bed is almost $6,000. The dresser is like $5,000 new. And these are brand new. These are brand new.
Oh my god!
And, yeah, and like the nightstands are like $350 each, $400 each.
Oh my god! Wow!
And when I go there, I'm like, why are you getting rid of them? And just the husband, and the wife wasn't there. And he's like, well, like you ever meet somebody and you go, oh yeah, you're like a lawyer or a doctor.
You could tell.
It was just, a normal, basic house in Marin in Mill Valley, which is hilariously expensive. And
Hey, you're back.
Wall, yeah, I've got it down. Wall, and my wife decided to really like this wall. And she saw a photo in a design book, and so she says, no, we want that. So after 2 years after spending $11,000 on this bedroom set, they get rid of it.
Holy shit. If you think about it, though, I mean, for them, it's like, oh, it's just a normal purchase. We'll just go ahead and just throw it out and let the lowers get that stuff. They'll just come and get it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting on an old bed with like a brand new mattress on it from like 6 years ago for like $120.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for the expensive bed that somebody just had to get rid of because they were moving. That's what I was looking for, which was that bed that I saw before, where it's like, we're selling it for $1,000, and now it's free. That's what I was looking for. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. But now I have to assemble.
Yeah, you got to put it all together.
Yeah, and of course, here's like this guy, with this very nice house, very nice furniture that he's selling because his wife just decided she wants something different. And here my brother and I are rolling up. And of course, I'm not going to spend, it would have cost me at least another $1,000 to have it moved because it's so heavy to have it professionally moved. So I'm like, Ian, can I borrow the moving van? And he's like, yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Goes,
yeah.
you need my help? I'm like, yeah, I do. It's like, okay. So
12 pack.
we
I was
roll
gonna
up
say.
with the old moving van that, obviously used to be like an HVAC truck, but it's all scratched out now.
Oh God.
How you doing?
How you doing? Picking your stuff up. It's all you had to pay him was a 12.
Mhm.
You just had to give him a 12 pack of beer and buying some Denny's for dinner. We're
Yeah,
good to go.
exactly. But yeah, we came in and we moved like we were professionals because I've had enough things moved recently with Lug. I don't know if you have Lug Out Your Way, which is just essentially like Uber, but it's for
Yeah.
movers. So I've had a few things moved by Lug, and I have learned a lot on how to wrap stuff professionally. And it's like I literally had, up until about 10 minutes ago, everything was plastic wrapped and covered in tape, and it was like it looked like we knew what the fuck we were doing. But we
Yeah, well, that's actually pretty good for for the industry that I work for. So if we ever need, if you might want to show us those techniques, so that way we can do
no.
what's called
That was a
factory
one-time thing,
fresh.
man. I started doing that at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We didn't get done until 10 o'clock at night, and yeah, yeah.
Oh,
But I mean, we stopped for dinner and stuff because that was the other things that we would if the nature of the Bay Area, San Francisco is like this peninsula.
oh yeah,
Marin's on the up is above it. You have to go across the Golden Gate Bridge. But if you need to go from the Marin to below San Francisco, you've got to go over the Golden Gate Bridge, and then you have to go through San Francisco streets to get
downtown.
to the freeway. Not downtown. You can avoid downtown by
Okay.
going out on near the water, now out near Ocean Beach. But still, you have to kind of deal with San Francisco traffic in the suburb parts of San Francisco, not the downtown part. But then you got to go until you can catch a freeway that's below San Francisco. So there is no freeway
No, it's all
in San
tolls out there.
Francisco except for going across the Bay Bridge, which is going east.
Yeah.
So if you want to go south, you've got to kind of wind your way. And if I'd have done that any time before 7 o'clock at night, it would have added another 2 hours to the trip. And
Oh.
first movers caught charge by the hour. So I was like, hey, let's go pick it up. We'll go to my old house, Point Richmond. We'll have dinner. We'll hang out. We'll watch a football game. And then when traffic's dying down, then we come back. And that's what we did. So
That
it
that
ended up
reminds
being from 1 o'clock in the afternoon until 10 o'clock at night.
10 o'clock at night. That reminds me of like when I went out to Southern California for the first time last year. I was in San Diego, and I had to go from San Diego to Long Beach. And
Oh, that's a trip.
it's a bit of a drive, but I'll say this: it was very nice. I have a wonderful boss who I work for, and when he's telling me about this business trip, when we do a certain thing called an installation, so I'm working with these $100,000 laser machines, and so basically it's you take a piece of freight on a forklift, the forklift's measured, you drive through it, it takes the forklift out of the equation and gets you the true dimensions of the freight. And so it factors in with weight and gets you the classification and all that. But when we do an installation, it usually takes one terminal a week for, maybe 2 or 3 to be put in. We were doing 2 installations at 2 different locations, San Diego and Long Beach. And so he's telling me this, and I'm like, you want me to do this on a Monday through a Friday, the weekend before Memorial Day? And I'm like, we're extending Saturday to Sunday. I'm leaving. The Saturday after that, I'll be coming back. But what was nice is since I offered to do that, he's like, you are fully authorized. Get yourself a nice hotel room, direct flight. Go ahead and get yourself a convertible if you want. Which, thank you, Avis. And I have a friend of mine who lives in Western LA. We finished everything. We started in San Diego. We went to Long Beach. Long Beach got finished on the Thursday. So Friday, I was dismissed. He's like, just stay in town, keep your laptop with you, monitor things, but go see your friend and go explore. So it was really neat. I got to explore downtown LA for a day. So it's quite nice for what I do. But
And that's the first time you've been there. Memorial Day weekend, it was pretty nice that weekend. It wasn't too terribly hot, as I recall, down there, was it?
No, it was last year. But I can tell you this: by the time I was coming back, all the traffic was coming in for the week to get ready for that Memorial Day weekend. Because San Diego, it's a big military operation area.
Mm-hmm.
So as much as I wanted to go down and check out the pier and all that, it's like, it's probably going to be real busy.
Yeah.
So I just hopped to that airport and got out.
Now you see why we want to move here, is that San Diego's like that all summer, all winter.
All winter.
That is San Diego's weather really, really, really doesn't change. It either goes, it's either 85 or 75.
75.
And then at night, 65.
65.
Yeah,
But-
and it doesn't snow, and it rains, but not too terribly
Not
much.
too-
The only thing
no.
you have to worry about is the earthquakes and the
fires.
the fires. And
Yeah.
really, the earthquakes aren't that big a deal.
No. But it was really weird driving up. What is that, I-5?
I-5.
Yeah, and it's my friend, his name's Larry. He's like, just to let you know, when you're getting halfway, you're going to see these two huge metal things. You're going to go, those look like boobs.
Yes.
You're halfway there.
Yes, you're halfway there. That is the nuclear power plant.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what was the funniest part is I remember I finished that week, and our company's like, don't worry about the tolls, drive the tolls, they'll send us the bill, don't worry about it. I get the bill, it's over $200 in just tolls.
Okay, yeah. Well, you probably took what they call the Lexus lanes, which
Yes,
are the
yes.
fast lanes that charge you for it, and the
Mhm.
longer you're on it, the more they charge you. Yeah, those
Yep.
are the Lexus lanes, and those can add up.
Quite a bit. But it
Yeah.
is nice, there is that expressway that goes just outside San Diego and cuts in over into just southern LA, which is perfect. Love it.
Mhm.
So, but I will let you know too. We do have a plan to have an installation in San Francisco. I might have to give you a call when that happens.
Oh, yes, you do.
Yeah,
And
gonna have to.
I have. You've seen it. A beautiful guest room.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful.
And I'll put this out because I think Corey Wallace, you're the only you're listening. If you find yourself in the Bay Area, let me know. I do have a guest room, and I am 15 minutes from San Francisco International Airport.
Oh wow, okay, I'll have to keep that in mind too.
Yes.
If I do any more traveling around that area.
Absolutely. I'm right here, right near. I'm near 101. I am near 280. I am near 92, which goes over to the East Bay. I'm like 3 minutes from 92. I mean, 92 freeway goes right there. 101 freeway goes right there. Nick is literally on the other side of the freeway.
Oh really?
I could practically spit and hit his place. when I take the Caltrain, when I'm standing on the platform for Caltrain, I can look over and I can see his apartment.
Oh wow, that's
Look in his
weird.
windows.
Oh my god. Well, don't be looking in those windows now. He's married.
No,
He's a married man.
I know. But yeah, he's right there. And then, San Francisco is like 40 minutes north, really. It's everything. That's where the fun fact, San Francisco International Airport is 40 minutes south of San Francisco.
Well, it's like St. Louis, Lambert International is at least 20 minutes away from downtown.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So,
all right. Games. Like I said, I played Be My Horde because I have been playing on the. Oh, do I not have it with me? No, I don't have it with me. The thing that you started, I just realized you're the one who started with the fucking Steam Deck. I never would have bought that fucking Steam Deck. It wasn't fucking you. And then I found it. And then I lost it again. And then I bought another fucking Steam Deck. And then I found the first one again. So fuck you. It cost me like $1,100 at this point.
but it's a really good product, right?
It's a really good. Oh, no, I really like it.
I mean, I travel with mine every business trip.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The traveling on the Caltrain going to work it's an absolute joy, and and it's nice because I can now, because I'm kind of between the old house and the new apartment and the boyfriend's place. Wherever I am, I've got my thing to game with.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, really nice to have two of them because I can leave one at his place and then have one in my backpack, and it's all linked to the same Steam Deck, same Steam account, so all my progress gets saved. It's kind of nice.
It is quite nice. Now here's a good question for you. Have you tried the PC backend of it? Have you done that yet?
I have not tried the PC back end of it, but I have been annoyed by the boyfriend's rogue ally. It's
Oh,
PC backend, which he has set in the front end, which is really, really, really annoying because he's a monster and he doesn't turn that off. He
so
launches into Windows.
you got to use the thumbsticks to move everything around or whatever you need to do and everything.
Well, no, actually, it loads up and it's a Windows screen, and I have to sign in with the code to get into Windows.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's touchscreen because the thumbsticks don't work on that. So you have to and then type in, and then you can actually go to Steam and load it. It's not horrible, but it is kind of, as Nick says, Chris is a monster.
which models do you have for both of those? Do you remember which models you got?
I got the original base model, the release base model, and then I got the OLED one.
So is that
the $700 one?
The $700 one, and then the one that you said was the first edition, is that the 64 gigabyte one?
Yeah, that was like the base, like $300 model.
For $100, I that's the one that I had. I went ahead and upgraded the SSD inside, and I put Hall effect sticks inside of it, and it's super easy to do.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes.
No! No! Stop! You are evil, and this is how this shit started. It's really nice. You should get one.
You should get one.
Fuck off. This is going to cost me another $2,000. That's just how it starts.
Come to the dark side.
Yeah, pretty much.
Spend the money.
Be behind me, Satan.
Mm-hmm. But I do use the PCM backend, so whenever I do travel, I've actually used it for work.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my work networks I can access, and a lot of the things that we use are web based, that are internal in servers and such through the network.
Right.
I was sitting there on a business trip. It was last year, not last year, just about 6 months ago, catching up with a whole bunch of coworkers, and I had my normal laptop out, and I had my Steam Deck out, and the senior coordinator's like, Maynard, what are you doing? Why is your Steam Deck out? Oh, I'm not using it to play games. I'm monitoring the dimensioners here at the terminal. What? Flip it around.
Yeah.
Look, see, I can see everything. So it's you could use it for all the. I'm just telling you this right now. Once SteamOS becomes officially released publicly, I'm jumping ship. I'm getting rid of Windows. I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
That's how bad I feel Windows is nowadays. I am not comfortable using Windows 11. I'm jumping ship, and I'm jumping over to SteamOS.
With the Xbox Rogue Ally coming out, one of the features of it is that Microsoft is going to be creating a stripped-down version of Windows that isn't all the bells and whistles that you don't need for a mobile gaming platform. All the other, dead weight within the operating system, and that's kind of the important thing.
Yeah,
that's the sales thing. But if they are releasing that, they're not just going to release it for the Rogue Ally. They've got to put it out for everybody.
They've got to.
If not, somebody's going to rip it and put it up available for somebody to download onto their Rogue Ally.
Here's the thing that I'm trying to get to as well, is that even if they release that, they're going to put a price tag on it just for the OS. So if they do that, the advantage on SteamOS, it's going to be free. It's a Linux distribution. So I'm not going to complain. I'd rather take that Linux distribution over a Windows distribution and have more control over my operating system. Uh-oh. Are we back? Can you hear me? Edie? Hello?
Check.
Can you hear me? Hello?
I can't hear you.
Oh, no. Oh. Hang on, she's checking settings. Maybe we should have stuck to the cheap stuff today. Just saying. Oh, Lord. Well, while she's fixing that, what can I bring up that I can show you guys? Oh, hello. I heard ding, ding, ding. There you go. Now you're coming back. You didn't hear while you were off. I was like, it would have been great. Maybe we should have stuck with the cheap stuff today.
Yeah, well, I went after the cheap stuff, but I left it in the other house, and I'm like, it'll be fine.
Oh, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Nope. Taking a note right now.
Yeah,
from
also
there.
taking a note that this was, I think next week I'm just
I mean, if you need me to hop in, I'm going to be. Where will I be at this time tomorrow? Because my flight is at 4:30 at PDX. So here's my flight details. So
Yeah.
Friday when I leave at Lambert, I've got to be up at 3 in the morning, and my flight's at 5 to get to Midway in Chicago.
Ugh,
So get to Midway. I'd rather take Midway over O'Hare. I'll say that.
absolutely, any day of the week.
So I'll get to Midway. My next flight to PDX is at 7 a.m. and then that flight is 7 hours to get over to PDX. So 4 hours to fly over. So when I go home, it's 4:30 in the afternoon to get to Phoenix, and then from Phoenix to St. Louis, it's 2.5 hours. But then the time changes. I won't be home until I'll be landing at about 1:30 in the morning
Yeah.
on Monday morning.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what?
This is
It's-
why people do
it's free.
direct.
It was free, so I really can't
Right.
complain.
Yeah, yeah. I think the worst free flight that I ever took was San Francisco to New Orleans on Southwest.
Really?
Back in the late 80s, early 90s.
All right, different times. People were smoking in the
No,
airplanes.
there was no smoking in the airplane. There was one flight in the United States that allowed smoking on the flight, and it was a United flight, and it was O'Hare to Hawaii.
Oh,
And that was because it was over at that point. It's like you had to be over 6.5 or 7.5 hours because you could smoke internationally but not domestically, and that was the only domestic flight in the United States where you could actually smoke on because it was the only flight that United had. But anyway, I digress. So it was a free flight on Southwest because I had a voucher. I had to go San Francisco to Phoenix to Houston, no, to Dallas Love Field. Dallas Love Field to somewhere in between, I can't remember, and then from there to New Orleans. So it was 4 flights that I had to take.
You think it could have been like Atlanta or something?
It wasn't Atlanta. I didn't go past it. It was somewhere between Dallas and New Orleans, and I can't remember what city it was. But it was 4 flights.
Tulsa or Oklahoma or
It wasn't Oklahoma. It wasn't north. It was definitely east.
south.
But,
Okay,
but yeah, maybe it was Biloxi. I don't know.
but still 4 trips just to get. Oh my God!
But it was a free flight to New Orleans,
Yay!
and I had a great time in New Orleans.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nope. So, let me look to see what I did have a couple of things. I don't know. I mean, the only one that I can remember off top is that there was this rumor that there was an Assassin's Creed game that was planned, and it was going to be set in the antebellum South, or it was going to be Civil War South.
Oh,
And, because that's right up there in that world of Assassin's Creed where it would have been a great game.
yeah.
But they canceled it because of the backlash to the black character in Assassin's Creed, the most recent one, the samurai one.
Oh yeah, I was
And
reading
it's
about
like-
that.
I mean, I don't want to get too far into it, but since when did slavery and slavers become controversial? What?
I mean, we
If slavery is controversial to you, you really, really need to have a moment of clarity here.
yeah, I would have to agree.
Remember back in the good old days when Nazis were bad and not controversial?
Hey,
Pretty much we all accepted Nazis were bad.
especially now would be a perfect time for a
Slavery.
new Wolfenstein.
Oh God.
It'd be great.
Well, you and I should put together a list of games that weren't controversial when they came out that would be now simply because of politics these days.
Oh,
Stuff like
Lord.
the insanity. We have hit a moment where I have to think to myself, wow, talking about, the end of slavery is very controversial. No, it's not. It's not. It's
It's
not
not.
controversial. Slavery is bad. Period. Enslaving African American and or any other kind of black people is bad.
Bad. Don't do it.
It is not controversial that I suggest that.
No.
Enslaving another human being is a bad thing.
Absolutely.
Period.
It's not right. It's
Not
just not
right.
right.
But that was like, I don't want to get into that, but that's like insane. Oh, hey, we got pissed in the chat room. Hey.
Hey.
You're joining Corey. How you doing? And yes, congratulations to Nick and Rachel said immediately after. Slavery is bad, period. So yeah, that was like the only thing that I could think of. There was a lot of news that actually came out this week that I read and was appalled, and then read, put it in my head, and then promptly forgot.
Oh, what? Let's see here. Battlefield 6 just released. I was seeing
and getting good reviews.
Peak numbers, over 700,000 clients online.
Was very much playing it as a gameplay today because I do love my Battlefield.
Yeah, those are good.
And
haven't played a good Battlefield for over 10 years.
I love the boyfriend. I love the fact that he got a job at Sledgehammer. I love the fact that he is working on a great game. I'm really hoping the next Call of Duty is the best Call of Duty ever. That being said, I'm a Battlefield girl. Battlefield till I die. And I the more I play Call of Duty, the more I realize I really like Battlefield. Really do.
Just as simple as it is.
What in the Adam Crow did I scroll up on? Or sorry, Sam Crow. Sam Crow. Yes. What in the Sam Crow did you? Yes, we were talking about how there was the I don't say leak, but it was like the reveal from an insider that there was at one point they were working on an Assassin's Creed that was set in Civil War South, and they decided to abandon it because they deemed it too controversial because of the reception that was made from Assassin's Creed. What's the name of the most recent Assassin's Creed one? The one that was a samurai, with the black samurai.
Oh my God.
Out about the black man who was a samurai. And the reception to an African American man and playing an African American man and a woman in an Assassin's Creed game. Shadows, thank you. Assassin's Creed Shadows. That made them back off of trying to set an Assassin's Creed in Civil War South because they deemed that maybe ending slavery or fighting slavery might be controversial, and me suggesting that slavery is not controversial. It is not. Period.
Boy.
Yeah, he said, I would actually like to play that. I would too. That's the thing. I love Assassin's Creed games because they put you into a historical world where you're familiar and you know that there's a rich legacy and a rich lore, real rich legacy, real rich lore, and then they weave this story into it to find new dimensions. But you are walking through this real living world. I mean, I remember Assassin's Creed Black Flag, absolutely my favorite. Fantastic game because you were getting a sense of the Caribbean before it became what it is now, essentially a playground for cruise ships. She says with her Tommy Bahama. Tommy
Bahama bedroom set. That cost almost $11,000.
Change the name if I can change the name. Yeah, Piss says just like Mafia 3 with the Black Vietnam veteran returning from the war during the Sam Crow times. Yeah. Now them painting a lens on it of not being a bad thing. Yeah, no. Agreed. Yeah, no. So, that was the thing that I remember sitting in my head. And I thought about it after reading it. Like, you fall asleep at night, you think a lot about it. I'm like, what in the world is going on? What in the, as they would say in, I was recently rewatching The Good Place with the mother forking shirt balls. What mother forking shirt balls is going on here? Um, I mean, I have very little else. I guess I could look and so we can look at some news just randomly.
I'm going through and checking, seeing anything
Yeah,
that
there's
pops.
lots of things that happened, but I really wasn't paying attention because I was thinking about Nick getting married. EA promises largest ever post-launch content for Battlefield 6 teases naval combat and maybe even the return of the little bird. Ooh, naval combat might be
Ooh.
fun. Really fun. Yeah, there really hasn't been a good naval combat game since Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Again, my favorite part of Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and unfortunately, when they did Skull and Bones, they had it good and then they fucked it up. They needed to do one thing: just take the naval battles from the game that you already made, just make that its own game.
Its own game.
Well, they didn't want to do it. They wanted that game to fail. I think that they wanted that game to fail, and that was the insanity that was taking over and is arguably still in control of Assassin's Creed.
Have you played the new Ghost of Yotei yet?
You have not played Ghost of Yotei. Nick says it's fantastic.
I still need to sit down and play. What was the other one that came out for that group?
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, a friend of mine gave me the director's cut for PS5 for free.
Oh.
I need to sit down and play it.
Oh, yes, you do. That game is fantastic. I could spend a whole day walking through that game and never doing much of anything, just walking around.
Just walking around and admiring everything.
It is insanely gorgeous, and it's an intoxicating world that it creates.
Wow.
Just, and you can just ride as far as you want, and everything changes. It's climb mountains, and it's just fucking gorgeous. Oh, yeah, you gotta play the Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, I gotta do that.
But there's a lot of games that I have to play, but that will happen when that goes there.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the PlayStation 5. Oh, here's the latest thing. Oh my God, I forgot to talk about this. Oh. Yeah. Microsoft raising its prices for Game Pass by 50%. The second time in less than a year and a half.
Yep.
They have raised the prices significantly. And this time by 50%. It went from $20 a month to $30 a month for the premium. And not gonna lie, I have been a premium holder. I don't have any.
So you were a premium holder.
So I don't have any saved up money from the from my years. I've just been paying month to month, and I have for quite some time on Xbox. This is the first time since I have owned my first Xbox, which was an Xbox 360, right when it came out, that I have not. I actually backed off, and I only have the minimum subscription, and I'm very much thinking of not even having that because I haven't turned on my Xbox in more than a year because of this whole moving situation. I'm not sure that I'm going to be playing much of the Xbox. I don't need the Xbox. And as many people have said, if it's Xbox everywhere, that means that it's really Xbox nowhere.
Oof. Yeah, if you
so I don't need an Xbox hardware. And it's like the whole thing is they're trying to get away from the hardware and drive people to
A streaming subscription.
Game Pass, a streaming subscription. But then they raise the price of the gaming subscription to $30 a month. Okay, $30 a month. I am doing the math on a calculator because math is hard. Let's go shopping. 30 times 12. $360. Is that a coincidence? I think not. But more importantly, divided by 60. You could buy 6 games a year and be ahead. And you would own the games. You wouldn't be renting them for as long as they make them available.
Yep.
You would actually own the game. And that's assuming that you pay full price for everything.
Yes. And on top of
that,
that,
on sale, you can buy 7 or 8.
On top of that, let's go ahead and focus that group of games as Xbox exclusive.
Yeah.
So it really sharpens it
They
down.
say that there aren't Xbox exclusives. I mean, no, I can't tell you that. I'll tell you that when we're off air, but I can't really put this out. But yeah, no, trust me, Xbox is really not doing exclusives. They're not. They don't want to do exclusives.
No,
I'm not sure Xbox even knows what Xbox wants. We thought that they wanted to get away from hardware because of the increased prices of the hardware, and the fact that Bill was putting all of his money on Game Pass. It was like Game Pass is the future. Game Pass is the future. I'm like, all right. Do I like it? No, but I could at least see where he's coming from. It's like, all right, well, then we're going to have games, and they're going to be exclusives, and you're going to have to be on Game Pass. It's like, we're not going to really do exclusives anymore. Call of Duty is going to come to PlayStation. All the other games are going to come to PlayStation. It's like, okay, well, I guess we're not doing studios anymore. So we're not doing hardware. We're not doing studios with exclusive gameplay. Clearly, it's about streaming. You want us to all go to streaming. And then they pull this shit where it makes no sense. No sense to be buying the streaming service when you can literally go out and own 6 games a year, paying full price. How many games a year do you buy? How many games a year do you play? Now we're talking about AAA games. We're talking about the $60 games.
Talking about the high end, just released that year.
Just released that year at full price, $60.
I'll tell you this:
even if you buy $70, okay, because that's what they're obviously going to. Because I didn't realize that Borderlands 4 is $70. Right?
Yeah.
So, 6 times 60 is 360. So if we charge $70, which is obviously what they're going to go to, that's still 5 games a year buying at $70. So 5 $70 games. That's 1 game every 2
and a quarter
months. So if you want to buy smaller games that are not $70, or if you want to buy a $60 game, then that even makes it cheaper. It makes no sense. We're not going to make games that are exclusives. Okay, fine. So you're abandoning studios. We're closing studios on top of that. We're abandoning studios. We're abandoning hardware. And now they seem to be abandoning Game Pass. Somebody else I was reading in the comments of one of the articles about it, is he said, here's why Game Pass doesn't work. A game comes out I want to play. I buy Game Pass for a month. I play that game for a month. And then I quit Game Pass. And then the next game comes out a few months later. 3 months, 4 months, 6 months later. I buy Game Pass for that month. I play it for that month. And then I quit Game Pass. That is not a sustainable model.
No, it's not. It's I will say this as someone who is a physical collector. we are going that direction. I mean, look at the success of Steam. Steam has done so well with that. I mean, EA's got their own, Ubi's got their own. To your preference, Steam to me has been fantastic. I've had it over 20 years, and I have never had an issue with Steam. But with practices nowadays that have these streaming services, so I'm looking also at PlayStation Network Plus. I don't see the need to get these. I actually, when this got announced, I canceled. I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. And I've never gotten a PlayStation Network Plus account for my PS5. The only service I have is for my Switch and Switch 2, but I bought into a family group. I just gave a friend of mine $10-15, and we've got 7 or 8 of us that are on a family plan. And we get to all play online. But here's the other advantage. Steam Deck. What does it cost to actually play online on Steam Deck? Nothing. So the thing is that I still don't see the benefits of Game Pass with not only the variety of games, which, hang on a second real quick. Look, I can just reach over here and I've got all these physical... I'm not going to grab them. I can grab all these physical games. All my Xbox games are over here. My Xbox 360. And then you go to, like I'm going to this convention this weekend. I'm going to be... you will not believe the amount of current gen games you see used in the market exclusively cheap if they're over a year old. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. So you look at the library of what they provide, and it's like, is it really worth that much to invest into it to use it? Right.
Well, Nick had suggested the last time that we talked about this is that Xbox wants to make itself a luxury product, which is why I think the increase in the console, the Xbox Rogue Ally being more expensive than the regular Rogue Ally of the same specs. And that sucks, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
But now everything is a premium product. It's like, okay, the hardware's a premium product, the streaming is a premium product. And pretty soon, the games themselves are going to be premium products that you are just going to wait until they're used.
Or cheap.
Right. And they're going to put Xbox on everything from televisions to microwaves. So, I mean, realistically, a Fire Stick.
Yeah.
Nick bought me that Fire Stick and a controller for $60. And if I put that in my backpack, I can play Xbox anywhere. True. But like I said, that means Xbox nowhere. It's not Xbox anymore.
It's an Xbox.
It's an Xbox. Yeah. It's an Xbox.
Weird.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
I think there was a very good YouTube video, and I have to look for it. Stand by. I will have to look because I forget her name. She was one of the original employees of Xbox when they essentially created Xbox Game Studios. Let me go to my history. I've got it here somewhere.
Well, while you're looking that up, here's another thing. Mm-hmm. I mean, again, I'm going to pan my camera so you can see everything. See how lovely all this is? See all these lovely games? It's like a library. Mm-hmm. Just a library of games that you can enjoy. And I own all of it.
Yeah.
I own all of it. That's the other thing, ownership.
Yes, you do. And the thing is that you can play it anytime you want to, wherever you want to. No one can stop you. The only thing that might stop you is if they have stopped the server, if it was a multiplayer server. But most people, especially if it's a PC version of the game, if there are enough fans of it, have created their own servers. You can still play, Steel Battalion on their own servers.
I mean, yeah, excellent guy. You can still do that. I actually got my Steel Battalion right over here.
Oh, that Nick has hopefully told his family that if something happens to him, that I get that.
Really?
Oh yeah. I totally want his Steel Battalion.
A good example, well, too. Phantasy Star Online is still playable online through private servers, Shathak. So that's a really good example there too. So the person that I was thinking of is Laura Fryer, who was one of the original. I'm putting up the video right here. Mm-hmm. One of the original employees
that started Xbox Studios, like at the very early
We're
stage.
talking,
They were inventing the Xbox, the
yeah.
first one. She was part of the team. And she made it very clear that she does not, like, when they started Xbox, they had a very clear vision of what they were and what they wanted to do. And throughout the years, they've had a very clear vision of what they wanted to do. They had Xbox Game Studios that made games, and they made the console, and they made exclusive games, and they made the console. And you were here to buy the console
Mhm.
so that they could sell them the games.
Yeah.
This is a video that she made in response. By the way, the reason why there's Juice Man here is that's where she started. She was hired
wow.
by Microsoft. She was a marketer at Juice Man.
Oh my God.
And she likens the failure of Juice Man to what's happening with Xbox. Is that Juice Man, they got big because they talked to individual people that would call their 800 line. And they would just sit and talk to them about recipes and how great it was. It was a fan club of people who loved Juice Man, and they were all connected to each other through their through their company, talking to people that were hired to actually talk to them about Juice Man. And then once they started to try and sell it mass market without that personal touch, without that connection, because they lost vision of what made Juice Man work, was when Juice Man went out of business.
Yes.
And that's what's happening with, she's suggesting, is happening with Microsoft. And that they knew early on what they were. They had a vision, they had a goal, they knew what they were selling, they knew how they were selling it, they knew the entire product stream of how each of the products that they were making were all supporting each other, and it all ended up with revenue at the end. Now, it seems like they don't know where they're going. And it seems like there's really nobody at the rudder, that they decide, oh, this week we're doing Game Pass. We want making Game Pass great and making Game Pass essentially be a subscription model, gaming as a subscription. But with this price increase, it's saying, no, it's not gaming as a subscription. This is now so expensive that people will drop in and drop out. And like you did, I will probably end up doing what that guy suggested.
Really?
That he does. Of where it's like, I'm just going to cancel my Xbox subscription. I'm just going to, no reason for me to be paying at this point now, even $9.99 a month. No reason for me to be paying $10 a month for a console that I'm not using. And if I'm not using it to play online, or if I'm playing all of my games that are not exclusive anymore on my PlayStation, which I prefer at this point because that's where all my friends were, which is why I like the 360 over the PlayStation 3, was because, or PS2, PS2. That's why I like the PlayStation over the PS2, was because, or the 360 over the PS2. Was because that's where all my friends were. And then when they lost all of my friends because they screwed up with the Xbox One, and we all went to PlayStation, that's where they've all been since. So I have no reason to go over there for socially. I have no reason to go over there to play the games because I would rather play them with my friends who are all on PlayStation. If you don't have it, so if I'm not playing my single player games on there because I prefer the PlayStation. I'm not being social on it because everybody's on PlayStation already, and that's where everybody's playing anyway because they lost me on the 360 after 360. If I'm not playing, if I'm not playing exclusives for the single player, why am I paying for Game Pass?
Yeah.
Now, I have enjoyed free games that come through Game Pass. It was great that I did not have to buy that abomination that was Dragon Age Veilguard.
Oh.
Which I did buy 2 of the gigantic plastic cat packs because I was so excited for it, and it ended up being a terrible game. I'm glad I didn't have to pay the money for the game to find out it was terrible, even though I spent twice the price of the game just to get one of the plastic packs. Yeah. But uh, uh, I don't see a point if something comes out that I do want for free to try it, but not necessarily buy it. Yeah, I'll get a month. I'll pay for the $20, not the $30, but I'll pay the $20 a month to play it for 1 month, and then I'll stop because I'm probably not going to play it for longer than 1 month.
Yeah, I can see that.
What's the point?
I mean, yeah, it's
Which
not
means essentially I'm getting a 70, 60 or $70 game.
for $30 for
Not
1
even
month.
that, for
No,
$20.
for $20.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to be paying $20 for a $70 game. And that's all I'm ever going to spend.
Hang on,
This is a losing proposition every single way you look at
a
it.
license to play it.
A license to play it.
Yes.
Right. If I
Not a
want to
physical.
own it, I'll buy it.
Yeah, not
And
a
I'll
physical.
wait for it to go on sale. And
Absolutely.
I want $50 on it.
Yeah.
And I'll buy it on Steam. You know why? Because I can play it on my Steam Deck.
Yeah.
So it all is just nothing but fail. I'm very surprised that anyone was allowed to come up with this idea without anyone doing the math on it. And like I said, it speaks to me that I don't think that anyone is at the helm. I think that Phil was at the helm. I think he's not. I think that the failure of Call of Duty on Game Pass, that they ended up doing the math and figuring out that they lost money by putting it on Game Pass day one.
And especially now, how much have they lost already with all the cancellations?
Right. And then, well, what ended up, I don't think he had anything to do with it.
No.
I think, as Nick and I talked about that at length, is I think Bill was putting all of his eggs in that Game Pass basket. And if it failed, he was fucked personally.
It sounds like it. No, I was talking about
failed, and they have wrenched the control from him, and now they have somebody else in control. I think it is, who's the head of the gaming division? The woman that's the head of the gaming division now.
Oh goodness, what's her name?
It's not Phil. Sarah Bond.
Sarah Bond, yeah.
I think Sarah Bond is in control now, and she's the one that's calling the shots. But Sarah Bond isn't really very good. She's not very smart. She doesn't understand gaming, and I don't, because it literally, I do not see how they could possibly survive.
So what I was talking about with the cancellation part is that I think I saw an article 2 days ago stated they lost over $300 million in cancellations because of this announcement. Because people were just canceling, and it crashed their cancel system, so you couldn't even cancel.
Yeah.
Wow.
They completely miscalculated that market, and I made a point of canceling this month. Sometimes you cancel because you want to cancel. Sometimes you cancel and you want to make sure that they know that you canceled. I made a point of canceling the day that they made the announcement. Like, there was like, well, maybe I don't. I still got like a half a month left on it. It's like, no, I need to cancel today because I need to make sure that they see this wave.
Same.
I
did the same thing.
Everybody cancels.
Yeah,
and I didn't cancel completely, but I went from the $30 tier to the $10 tier.
I fully
I'm going to probably
canceled.
keep it one more month, and then I'm going to cancel it.
Ow.
And I'm being gracious. But I'm also the kind of person that, imagine the worst possible service. I got that yesterday, actually, at the Alamo Draft House. Worst possible service you could possibly get, where the servers screw up horribly and repeatedly. I still left them $5. And I left them a note saying, I'm fully aware this is well under 10%. I was going to leave you $1. I feel bad about this. I'm not going to stiff you. But I asked for a fork for my salad 4 times, and you will notice my salad is still sitting here because I was never able to eat the salad I ordered because you didn't fucking bring me a fork for 2.5 fucking hours. But I'm that person that would leave $5 instead of nothing. So I'm leaving the $9 on the table
You gave
But
them what we call the Southern. Oh, bless your
oh, bless your
heart.
heart. Bless your heart.
Oh, bless
You
your
best
heart,
you
dear.
could.
You
Bless
could.
your heart. You are
Oh.
not very smart. You are dumber than a box of hair.
Mama said. Yeah. It's just and here's the thing, Edie. Xbox 360 turns 20 years old this
Only
November.
that?
Yeah,
Really? It's only been 20 years. Yeah.
20
that's
years.
nice. Yeah.
So it's kind of this kind of hurts a little too, because you know how long we've been gaming. You know, this is how long we've met too.
We met on Xbox 360.
Yeah, and it more so it's like taking old Yeller out back. It feels bad, and I feel bad for the people who work inside that company. You know, this could have been avoided, but this is something that's mostly head ups that are making this decision.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Well,
going to
problem
bite everybody.
with widget salespeople. Widget salesmen.
I get it.
Is that and there's only been one good widget salesman in gaming, and that was motherfucking Bobby Kotick. Oh, I hate him, but he was good. He was a good widget salesman
He knew
because
how
he
to do
knew
it.
he was a widget salesman. So he made sure he understood the market before he made decisions. Now, did he care about the market? Did he like the market? Did he come from the market? Absolutely not. But he made sure he knew that market before he made decisions based on the market.
You know what? I'll add somebody to that. Clive Sinclair, who
There's another one.
yeah. Which, funny enough, a friend of mine is actually coming back from Europe right now on a business trip. She actually got me a ZX Spectrum.
Really?
She called me. Well, she texted me on Discord, and she's like, "Hey, I'm in a store right now. Can you send me $100 on PayPal?" I'm like, "What the hell are you? What?" And she goes, "Trust me, you're gonna want to get this. It's literally in box with everything."
Oh my god!
And so I've got a ZX Spectrum coming my way. So I'm actually
so awesome.
really excited to mess with it. So, but Clive Sinclair, he was a very genius guy. I mean, he wanted to develop a computer for the UK market under 100 pounds. I mean, for the Spectrum when it came out, it was 125 pounds. Still, he wanted to go. He saw the image of the people need to know this is the future.
Mm-hmm.
Computers are the future. We need to get these in the houses.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he did. He did so much cost cutting to get that in there, and it blew up the UK gaming market. And without the Spectrum or the BBC Micro or the Commodore 64, we wouldn't have like Rare. We wouldn't have like Elite, or we wouldn't have all these other game companies that have developed out of Europe that actually are still with us today.
Mm-hmm.
Which is real crazy. So it's a really cool piece of history that I'm getting here too soon.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, but what he did is he looked at the market and made the decision, got to know the market,
Mm-hmm.
and predicted the future based on what the market was. Yes, there were some bold decisions, but also those are pretty easy decisions. We need to get computers in people's hands and they need to be cheaper. That's not rocket science.
Yeah.
But there wasn't, you can have absolute disdain for the market, but if you're walking into it after having been, for example, working at Juice Man, understanding, you have to look at the market and let the market decide based on what you see in the market, decide what your next move is. And it seems like these people are coming in and they want to make a name for themselves. They want to be the one with their name on it.
Yep.
So they come up with a great idea. Hey, what if we do this? They're not looking at the market saying, I see an opportunity here. I see a missing link that we can insert ourselves into and fill this need. They're not looking at the market to determine what is happening. It's what they call the intelligence fallacy?
Yes.
That people who are intelligent tend to have this problem that is confirmation bias. Is that they're smart enough that they can come up with their own ideas and then they look for the information that supports their ideas, rather than looking at the information and then extrapolating an idea based on what information
is available.
They're doing the backwards. It's people like Sarah Bond are coming in saying, I'm going to make a name for myself. I'm going to, be bold. So I have a bold idea. It's like you only get the bold idea by looking at the market itself and letting it determine what the bold idea is. You being clever from that. Not you lying in bed thinking you're clever and then telling everybody why your clever idea will work. And that's where this is at. It's everything has lost focus. Everything has lost identity. They don't know what they're doing. And meanwhile, Sony is just sitting there going, fine. We're just waiting for you all to go out of business because we'll just keep making superior consoles that people will buy. We will keep making our exclusives and be happy to take your previous exclusive games and put them on our console.
I mean, they kind of have, and since Microsoft opened up a little bit, which is weird. I mean, it was funny. What did I see? I just saw a clip today. Somebody's like, "Oh, cool! Microsoft Flight Simulator 2004. Why is it on the PS5?"
Yeah. Yep.
So
it's all going that way. Well, anyway, it is 2:00 or 1:30. I swore that I wanted to do this because I wanted to be done early. So I think that everybody in the chat room. I hope that you agree. Thank you for reminding us here. You don't get the day one with the $20. I don't care that I don't get day one with $20. And guess what? If I really want it day one, I'll pay $30 for that month. Then I'll stop.
The thing is, it's compared to the $70 or $80 price tag, they're losing money.
Mm-hmm. And Piss says, I'm in a different bucket where it's still worth it for me, but they don't game like I do. I also loaded it till 8:15:27.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, that's
you're fine.
To load it up.
Yeah.
But, in 2027, who knows if they're going to raise the prices this much in the last 14 months? Who knows what it's going to be in 2027?
Game Pass for Ultimate Edition is going to be $45. I'm out.
Yep. He says, pay the $9.99 and buy the games they want separately. They will come out ahead. True. But not if I decide to not pay the $9.99 when I'm not playing a game that's a multiplayer game that I can play online.
Let me add to that. GameStop actually came out and said, "Hey, guess what? We're still going to sell the Ultimate for $20."
Yeah.
That was the other thing too.
GameStop did do that, and that happened after I canceled. But even so, I think that's like a Band-Aid on a gaping wound.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you could stop it from bleeding for a little while, but it doesn't change the fact that this needs some serious surgery. It's a stopgap.
Yeah,
and
I
needed Microsoft. I needed to be one of the voices, along with the millions of others, that let Microsoft know that they had made a horrible, 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 horrible decision and continue to do so. But I predict that by 2027, unless something seriously changes with Xbox, there will be no Xbox. That is the downside of front loading like that.
It'll be just
because the way that the way that they're going right now, the consoles.
Oh, there's the signal. There's the signal.
The console's losing money. The games are losing money. Game Pass will be losing money. You can't have all three losing and still stay afloat.
No.
They will shut down the Xbox gaming division. Now, they may keep the Xbox gaming division as PC, but I don't. And they might keep the Xbox consoles as a legacy thing. Like, you might be up there with Maynard in the future by 2027, but I don't see Xbox staying in business the way it is right now. I think that they will just go strictly to PC games and just keep it that way.
I could see that. I could see it going strictly to PC games as well.
Yep. The only thing that they will pare it down, and the only thing that they will do is keep Activision going.
Sad.
That's about it.
What a sad world we live in now.
Unless something changes, but Sarah Bond, this latest decision has the mark of it was not Phil. That this was the sign that the reins have been taken out of Phil's hands, and now they're reformulating what they're planning to do. But this was, if they were reformulating something, they needed to do it in a different order than what they just did. Because by just raising the price by 50%, it's just alienated everybody who might have been on your side for any kind of future decision you made.
I was going to say, this kind of sounds like we need to make a sports bet.
Well, we don't have an AC rate. Maybe we do. AC rate here to make a bet. What do you think?
Something's going to happen. I don't know exactly. Something big is going to happen. I mean, put it this way: if it got that severe that it went to Spencer, how crazy is it for me to guess that Spencer leaves within the next 2 years?
I think Spencer's going to be leaving within the next year, and I would even go so far as I think that Xbox gaming division, other than Xbox being a strictly PC-only game sales through Steam and through non-exclusives to PlayStation, etc. I would venture to guess that I'm going to give it 18 months.
Okay.
That they're going to be PC only. They're not going to be doing hardware. They're going to be shutting the company down for the division down for the most part.
So the other question is, if Phil leaves, where would he go? That's a good question.
Who knows? Would PlayStation? Wouldn't that be funny?
Steam.
He could go to Steam. And you know what? Yeah. He's got Microsoft fuck you money. He doesn't need to go anywhere.
Yeah, he doesn't really need to go anywhere.
I mean, look at what's his name? The absolute unmitigated failure. Not Don Matrick. Used to be head of EA, destroyed EA. Went to Xbox, destroyed to Xbox. Then he went to the mobile gaming company, destroyed them, and now he's, I think, at Unreal, is in the process of destroying them. What's his name?
Oh, God.
Riccatello. John Riccatello.
John Riccatello.
Yeah. He's going to go John Riccatello. He's just going to quietly retire with his Microsoft fuck you money and just maybe do some interesting, maybe even start his own little gaming studio. Who knows? Hey, Quantum Leech, how you doing?
There's Quantum.
For us to leave. I don't know if you got the notification. This is why you want to be on Discord. By the way, if you're not on Discord, let me see. Let me go to my banners. If you are not on Discord, you should be on Discord because we went early. We're probably going to be going earlier for the future. Make sure to get in our Discord, and I'm running it down here.
Yes.
So Nick and I have been talking about possibly going earlier in the day so that I don't have my whole Sunday, a whole big chunk of the middle of the day just gone, because then it makes it so my mornings don't happen because I'm getting ready for the show. And then by the time we're done, it's like 5 o'clock, and it's like, well, my day is done. So it's right now the fact that the shows are going very long, have been for years. That has always been a problem of mine.
I remember
also, that it starts at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which is like the center, like meat of the day. So, yeah, I'm talking to Nick about possibly when he returns in November to start going at a slightly earlier time. I would like to go as early as like noon. So, Nick's like, but I'm just waking up at noon. I'm like,
it's 2 o'clock my time. So that's nothing. That's nothing.
Snowflake. Just drink your coffee, be in your jammies. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you can get a hold of me. I'm more than willing to jump in if you ever need me.
But you're always all over the place now. You're the jet setter.
Hey, but look what we just did before the stream. We saw that we could do it on our phone. So if you need me and I'm on my phone, I can get you. You can get me on my phone.
True that. All right. Well, we didn't get the news banner and everything, or the news sounder, but that's okay. This is a pretty casual week. As a reminder, let me actually make a banner. Stand by. Do me a favor, Maynard. Can you go on to the Discord and
Yeah.
give me the phone number for the wedding messages for Nick.
Sure. You ready?
Yeah. So hold on a second. Yeah, go ahead.
415-655-7485.
All right. So if you would like to leave a wedding message for Nick, I have already compiled and sent the stuff or created it for Nick when he gets back. I mean, for him. But if you want to add to it, I can still add to the file. If you would like to leave a voice greeting wishing Nick and Rachel happy wedding in whatever way, shape, or form, as long as it's audio, that number right there, 415-655-7485. Call that number, leave a message, and it will be sent to Nick. We've got a month to keep sending him these. So I have no problem sending all of them one at a time or putting them all together into one like I already did. But yeah, just keep leaving those messages if you like. Again, that number, 415-655-7485. Leave a message, and we will make sure that Nick and Rachel get your wedding wishes for them. All right. So on that note, do you mind closing this out?
I can't remember how we did close this out.
I can close it out. You know, it's a pretty easy process, and it starts with me saying, wait a minute, hold on a second. It starts with me saying, let's close this out.
Okay.
GameHounds episode, what was it? 796.
96.
We recorded this on Sunday, October 12th, 2025. I've been Edie Sellers with our very special guest host, Mr. Maynard, filling in for Mr. Nick Nicola, or I should say Mrs. Nick Nicola, I guess. Mr. Rachel Katz, aka Nick Nicola. Ways to get a hold of us: GameHounds.net is our website. GameHounds@gmail.com is our email. We record this show live every Sunday, more or less, at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. Although you should get on our Discord.
Do the Discord!
Especially in October, because things are weird in October because Nick is not around and I can go a little bit earlier, and it's nice to not have to have my my check of my day taken out in the middle of it for a show. So if you're not following us on Discord, go to our Discord channel. You can find it as GameHounds on the Discord if you want to do a search for it, or you can go to YouTube, to Twitch, to Facebook. The link is in the description somewhere along there. On top of that, if you listen to the show as a podcast, it is on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, a bunch of other locations. The Discord information should be there as well. If not, find a way to get a hold of me. I know, send a message, gamehounds@gmail.com, or you can even send it directly, Edie, EDIE, @gamehounds.net. I will answer you and make sure that I can get you that information. But if you go to Discord, you'll find it. Just have to do a search on GameHounds. What else? Oh, we are 100% Patreon funded. Thank you so much to all of our patrons. I want to greet our newest patron. Actually, he's been there for a year. I didn't even know it. Chris Conway, my friend, has actually been on the Patreon. So thank you for everyone who has been a patron, who will be a patron. $1 a month is all we ask. You can find us on patreon.com/GameHounds. Pardon me. But we would love to have you be a patron. And of course, all the information you can find us at GameHounds.net is the website. Maynard, thank you for being on the show. I certainly appreciate you filling in. And
no problem.
See you next week.
It's not a problem.
All right. Have a good one, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, everyone. Thank you for being on the stream. I know it was a weird stream. I know it was a much smaller stream. Hi, Natty. Thank you so much for like.
Oh, that's one of my guys.
Oh, hey, Natty. Nice to meet you. Quantum Leash again. Oh, hey, Lambo. That's always Quantum Leash. I forgot about Lambo Calrissian. And Pissed and Wallace. Thanks again for coming in and making sure that, this is, and I promise next week I will get the cheap mic. I will also figure out why this fucking expensive rig is failing on me on the regs. And who knows, by next week, I might actually have that stupid thing not on the dog. And that against that wall. And I don't know if you guys were seeing it earlier. I think none of you were in here. The whole like TV issue, and I was showing it to Maynard, and I will show it to you guys again. Here is my problem with the TV issue. Okay. That is the size of the wall right there. You can see that there is a fireplace right there. So that is the size of the wall for the TV.
And you've got that edge coming off that fireplace too.
That is the size of the TV.
It's big.
It is really, really big. It is too big for that wall. Let's see if I can even get it more.
Did you even measure
That's
it?
the wall. Oh yeah. In theory, it literally barely fits.
Oh,
but that's the wall. And that's the TV. It's too big.
Yeah,
it's
too big.
Too big.
Too big.
Too big. So when I say it's too big, it really is too big. But by next week, I will know if it really is that big. I just don't think it's going to fit. But if it does, it's going to be like either over the edge of the wall or maybe just hitting the edge of the wall. If it just hits the edge of the wall, I'll be I won't be happy, but I won't be pissed. If it actually hangs out over the wall, then I'm going to be like, okay, this can't stand. I won't be able to stand that.
Yeah. My OCD would be kicking and going, it's too far over.
My OCD will be off the charts every time I walk into this room, and this is the room that I'm in all the time.
I will say this too. Thankfully, you have it at a good height, because if you ever go on Reddit, there's TV too high. People send in their pictures and they're like, is my TV at the right angle? And everybody's like, TV too high.
TV too high. No, this is actually, I have that stand. It's a third party stand because Chris couldn't find the stand for that TV because he had it on the wall. And I don't want to mount it. I mean, if I mounted it on the wall, it would probably be okay, but I don't want to mount it on the wall. No. Even so, if I mounted it on the wall, again, TV too high.
Yeah, TV too high.
Because it's got that edge on the mantle.
I was going to say, too, if you do any enhancements, like you do like a lighting enhancement or anything, you get those light things that kind of give you an atmospheric view. Mm-hmm. Make sure you put those on first before you hang that TV.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm definitely not hanging. I'm just putting it on that stand. But that
put it on the stand.
I have it at the absolute maximum height because that TV is so big, it has to be the maximum height. If I had it any lower, it wouldn't fit. I don't.
Wow.
We won't know until it's on, but yeah. All right, everyone, thank you so much for being here. We will talk to you next week, one way or another. At the very least, I will be playing a game. I'm hoping to actually play some games and stream at night because I'm actually staying in this apartment now most of the week. So I'm hoping to actually doing some late night gaming. So it may be very late because, of course, I have other stuff to do at the other house, and then I get back here, and then I put a couple of hours in gaming. But now that I got my gaming PC, I will be using that. All right, everyone. Have a great week. Take care.